Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Humble Greatness in the building. Y'all check it out. I got a super special guest with me right now. Man, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
My name's Juan Cruz-sanchez, but they call me, when I was reborn by the blood of Christ, he changed my name from Juan Cruz-sanchez to BOA, the chosen. BOA stands for Believe I Am Who I Am. The chosen one to bring the light, shine the light to the darkness.
Dude, that's amazing, bro. Dang, that was a lot. Okay, yeah. Hey, I already like how this is starting off. And I got to tell y'all something. We're going to go ahead and do this right now. He brought some gifts, man. He brought some food. So let's do this right now. Who and where is this from and is this available to the public? Talk to me.
Yes, sir, it is. Opened up a delivery restaurant here in Wichita, Kansas called La Boricua Menu. After today, I'm actually changing the name to El Nene Bori's Menu. And it's straight from Puerto Rican food. Me and my mama cook it and deliver it to you. Every Friday is a deadline to order, and Sundays are delivery days.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is on this, I'm going to go ahead and just put a link down at the bottom so they can go ahead and reach out to you guys. How long have you guys been doing food? Boy, been in the food business, let me tell you that.
Well, today, I would say this week is our second week starting, but I would say my mom's whole life.
Yeah, absolutely. Bro, this is fire. I took one bite, bro. This is fire.
Amen.
That's awesome. All right, so what we're going to do is this. I'm going to be eating a little bit, man, because this is good. I appreciate you, bro. But, man, let's go ahead and dive right into it, man. Your story, bro. Your story is incredible. So let's just start from the very beginning on how you grew up. Let's just start from there. How and where and the environment, all of that.
Well, I'd say my mama died when I was 2. Dad went to the joint. Got adopted by my auntie, my uncle. I would say it was a very good environment physically.
Is this here in Kansas?
No, in Puerto Rico.
Okay, got you.
So I would say physically it was a good environment, but mentally it was different.
Okay.
I was getting the physical love. I was getting the things I needed. Food, everything, clothes, toys. But then it got to a point when you find out that they're not your family, and then you start thinking, who is my family?
So when did that happen? When was it the realization of like, man, this isn't my real mom and dad?
I was maybe 4 or 5 years old, 6. Find out that.
And then how did you find out?
Family just telling me the truth.
Okay.
Find out dad's in prison. My mom was dead. From that moment on, it was like I started seeing a different life, different type of love from everybody. So I was not understanding why things were the way that they were. I would say after me finding out, I was young, 6, 7 maybe. Most 10 years old, I got molested.
Okay. And is this by a family member?
Yeah.
Got it.
And it was so bad that I didn't know how to express myself. I already had trouble speaking, trouble understanding things, so I didn't know how to explain to anybody what was going in my life, what just happened, especially getting threatened by somebody older, somebody that is out in the streets really living that life, scares you and tells you, I'm gonna hurt you if you say anything. I really was scared. I'm a little kid.
Yeah, for sure.
So growing up in that pain and misery of that small incident, I didn't know what to do. So I grew up with a lot of pain, misery, hate. I would stand in corners and my family would look at me because I would stare at them with that face like, man,
I don't know if I can trust y'all.
Yeah, I don't even want to be here. I don't even know how to express myself. So I got to the point where I started going to school, and I started seeing it in schools, me being the weirdo,
Mm.
you know,
Okay.
because, you know, my family wasn't about money. Yeah, they tried their best. They went to work every day. They made sure we had food on the table.
For sure.
They made sure we had something, but it wasn't what the other kids suspected us to have. So it was every day from, I would say, started 5th grade. Because before 5th grade, I went to that, I would say, colored school.
Absolutely. Yep.
But when I went to,
Yep.
I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but when I started going to the white school, everything hit rock bottom, I felt. I started getting bullied.
You didn't have what they had.
No, I didn't have Nike.
Yep.
I didn't have Adidas. I didn't have the nice clothes, the nice walk. So from that day on, once I started going to Mays, I would say, it was a everyday bully. So I would go home.
So let me ask you this. Hold on real quick. When did you move here?
So when I moved here when I was, I don't remember clearly. I was real young.
That's fine, but are you talking about elementary school age?
Yeah.
Y'all moved to? Okay, I got you. And then you were talking about Mays. My bad.
So when I went to Mays, it just went rock bottom. Yeah, the teachers were awesome to a certain age.
I understand that.
Once they started seeing that I was really slow, that I wasn't understanding nothing, they started to bully me too.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you not understand or pick up school because you didn't want to be there? Or you didn't want to learn? Or did you have like a learning disability?
I had
or did
a
you
learning disability.
I got you. Okay, I understand that.
To a certain age, because then once I got to high school, I was like, man, forget this stuff.
I know, bro.
I've been bullied in elementary, middle school, high school. I don't every day, and people telling me to kill myself. And I tried to kill myself when they were telling me, and I praise God that He would use people, these other kids that knew the struggle to love on me, to talk on me. I couldn't go home and be like, Dad, this is what I'm going through. Mom, this is what I'm going through, because I was so scared.
Oh wow. Okay.
We Puerto Ricans, we very strict they are. I'm not. I'm very loving, very, very calm. My dad, my uncle, who I call Dad, he's very loving and caring, but I didn't know how to come to him and be like, hey, Dad, this is what I'm going through.
For sure.
Dad, I just need a hug. Dad, can we go outside and play?
Yeah.
I didn't know how to express myself. I was too scared. Yeah, so once I met my real dad, you know, I started like, hold up.
When did you meet him?
I was 15, 14, turning 15.
And where did you meet him at?
I met him here in Wichita, Kansas.
Wow.
He moved from Puerto Rico here, and I started.
Did he move here looking for you?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
And that's the honest truth. I thought it was, but once I seen the flow of his life, I was like, oh, you never even came down here for me.
Oh gosh.
So
okay.
I would see his lingo, his movement, everything about him. I was like, oh man, that's my dad. I see he gets respected. I see. Oh, hold up, that's where I came from. Oh, I got to be like him then. So I started being like him. One day I get in trouble at school. My parents tell me, you got to go live with your dad. So I go live with my dad, and that's when everything I started thinking I knew it. Once I started seeing his walk, started seeing his way, you know, I started saying, oh man, hold on. Okay, I see him with a gun. Oh, I need me a gun. Oh wait, I see him moving the pack. Oh wait, I need to move the pack.
Yep.
So I'm like, I see him getting respected. Oh, I'm gonna get respected like that too then. I see everybody love him. Oh, that's the way to get love. Okay, that's the way I'm gonna get love too. So it got to a point where I thought it was love going into the gangbang, and I thought it was love having that gun on my hip. I thought it was love shooting at others. I thought that was love because I was protecting my homies. But it got to a point where I started seeing that my dad was just in pain. He was just miserable.
He didn't know how to express himself really either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he
well,
was
in a
going
healthy
through,
way.
Yeah, that he was going through stuff too. And once I started seeing that, I was like, man, I chose the wrong way, and I'm already in this, and I kind of like it. So
Yeah.
I'm staying in this. So I went on my own, started robbing, started
Kicking
burglarizing.
indoors?
Man, I started doing the most.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this is the fastest way I can get rich. This how I'm gonna do it. So I started doing selling, taking people's clientele with their own drug that I was getting from them. I would get their drug and then go to their clientele and be like, hey man, the new package came in,
No
and
way.
hey, it's way better. Here, try this. And they just got done smoking his stuff, and it's the same stuff of his everything. And they would smoke and be like, oh, this is good. And I'm like, yeah, it's just a little more expensive, man, because it's way better, man. And it was the same product. And it got to a point where I was being known big time in the hood of Plainview,
Mm-hmm.
and it it just got bad real quick. Where, and I'm not saying in physical, I'm saying in mental.
Oh, absolutely.
It got so bad that I was like, this ain't cool no more. This I have more pain inside, and
Yeah.
I'm having more joy. So I didn't know how to still express myself till one day I was 18 years old, and I'm in my own apartment, and I get robbed. These guys set me up. They act like they're from my set, from Bloods, and I was like, okay, boom. I let them in, and they robbed me. And that day they pulled the trigger, and it didn't shoot. And I was surprised because I was gushing blood, and I was surprised, like, man, but I didn't think it was God the whole time. Now I do know once He revealed it to me, but I was like, man, I didn't know what to do. I was like, man, I almost died today. So I was like, man, He should have killed me. Hold on, I don't even want to be alive. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna kill myself. So I took the moment to I was gonna kill myself, but something told me to call my dad and tell him what was going on. Not my real dad, my stepdad, my uncle. So I was like, I called him. I was like, Dad, this is what's going on, man. I want to kill myself. I've been holding this inside since I was 9, 10, 8 years old, around there. That I've been molested. I don't know how to express this to nobody. Um, can you come over? So he comes over. We talk, and he's like, I'm gonna get you some help. But it got to a point where I was like, okay, I was comfortable telling my dad. Now I'm gonna tell my mom.
Okay.
I told my mom. I was like, then my mom told the other family, and then it was, oh, we don't believe you. Wait, what? You don't believe me? And what was the point of me telling anybody this?
Mm.
If it was, we don't believe you. I need some help.
Yeah.
So it got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I was like, I'm done with this. I don't even know what to do. I'm done with life. I'm gonna run away. So here comes, find out I'm having a baby now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, I can't do it. I have a baby. Okay. I didn't know that a child's a gift from God. Didn't know it at all at that time. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna see what this comes out of life. I always wanted a family, my own family. So it got to a point where I'm still selling drugs. Can't keep a job. My mind don't work like everybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't work as fast. I work as hard and sometimes harder, but it's not as fast as they want me to.
Yeah.
So got to a point one day I'm in my living room, and me, my daughter, I take my daughter to the bedroom. She's put her to sleep, and I got two of my homies, one from California and one from here, and my gun goes missing. My gun goes missing, and these are my homies. They say, I'll die for you. My gun goes missing, and not just my gun, some of my drugs. So I was like, man.
Yep.
So I'm trying to stay calm. Like, man, I just misplaced it.
Yep. It can't be them. Correct.
But I'm like, but I know where I put it at. But I was like, but it can't be them. It can't be. It can't be my own homies that say they'd die for me. So I asked my daughter's mother, and to find out, she's the one that was in part of it. So
Ah,
a week later, and I've been arguing with this dude back to back, like toe to toe, and he threatened to kill my family, kill me and my daughters. So
yep.
and this is what she said. So find out that I see him at the right time, for him at the wrong location at the wrong time, and I see him, and I did what I did, and I'm forgiven now, and I'd say I went to prison, and then I get out saying, I got super lucky on the charge. They only hit me for discharge of firearm and possession of firearm, and I got really lucky. They gave me 15 months, and
Oh wow.
I become a felon. I get out in prison. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna change. I gotta do this for my kids. I'm done. Well, I get out, and in my eyes, I've changed.
Understood.
In my heart, I changed, but my footsteps said something totally different. And here comes I'm fighting for my daughter's custody, and one day, less than a month that I'm out, they're already looking for me.
Golly.
On a new charge, and I'm like, why are they looking for me? Here comes, they said that I broke into somebody's house, burglarized them, and that's what I did my whole life. That's how I would make my money. That's how I got everything. But this one, I did not do. So I'm on the 6th floor. They're asking me questions. I'm like, man, I don't even know what you're talking about. But I do know who did it. I exactly know who did it.
Oh man.
So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
So they said, we have you on video, everything. They show me the video. I'm like, I start laughing because I'm like, man, that doesn't even look like me. So it got to the point where my nephew got killed. 2-year-old got beat to death. And
2 years
yep,
old?
2 years old. And I was clean. But at that moment, I didn't know how to handle. I didn't have Jesus. I didn't know how to run to him. So my brother-in-law was passing out some pills. I'm like, no, I'm cool. In my head, I'm like, I'm fighting for my daughter's custody. I'm cool.
Absolutely.
I can't do that. But the devil is so strong when you are in his presence, when you are not surrendered to the Lord. It's so easier for him to attack you and convince you. So he kept going and kept going. I was like, okay, it's just one pill. Oh, you sure right, it is just one pill. What is it going to do?
Yep.
Pop. Next morning, my phone rings. And I'm like, man, I got court for my daughter.
Oh no.
And UA Day. It's UA Day. Oh, man, what do I do? Not show up? Am I sick? No. I'm better than that. I got to show up. Hey, man, I'm dirty. Took a pill. I've been going through it.
That's what you told him.
Yup.
Yep.
I'm dirty. I took a pill. I've been clean. They said that doesn't matter. You're dirty. I'm like, but you got to understand my nephew. That so you justifying it. You so right, I am. But I shouldn't even do that. I apologize. You give me a chance that I want my daughter in my life. I am a good dad. But it turned out to 4 months later, they take me to jail for failed to register because I was going through it bad.
I understand that, bro.
I was going through it bad. My nephew just passed. They just took my daughter's custody.
You got to show up to all these court dates and all this other stuff, and you probably have to go get rides and ask people for help.
I was walking.
How far is the walk?
Maze, all the way to
downtown.
No, all the way down to see my daughter. It was Harry and Hillside from Maze, and then Maze all the way to the.
Bro, you walking
jail.
all day.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but
It was,
just like for the viewers, like, yo, he's walking all day.
It was worth it. It was
Man.
worth it. And walking to go see my daughter, walking to the court dates, walking to go get hair follicles, walking everywhere. I didn't care how I was gonna get there, but I had to do it because I said I was a changed man.
Absolutely.
But I didn't know I wasn't fully a changed man. I was trying to be. I was taking the steps to be. I didn't know it takes process. I didn't know that it takes time. I thought, hey, I'm a changed man because I said it. I'm a changed man.
Absolutely.
So it got to a point where I get locked up for the failed to register as a violent offender, and they're about to give me probation.
Okay.
But one day they call me down to the booking and tell me, hey, you're getting charged. I'm like, wait, what? They said you're getting charged with ag burglary, and theft. And I'm like, where's that coming from?
Mm-hmm.
And then it clicked in my head. I was like, oh, I remember now. I remember that case. I was like, man, what do I do? So I'm in my room.
The one that you didn't do, is that what?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm like,
Huh?
so I'm telling people in the pod, like, what do I do? And they're like, hey, man, keep it solid. So I was like, you so right. I'm like, on the gang, I'm keeping it solid on the gang. So some old school's like, you didn't do it? I'm like, no. He's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I didn't do it. He said, then tell. I was like, you got me messed up.
Yeah, bro.
I said, quit talking to me, man. I'm going to my room. Before I do something to you, I got to move around from you. But to be honest, man, I missed so many years of my kid's life. I don't even got my kids in my life right now. And I wish I did tell. I honest truth. Why? Because that same person that said that he had my back ain't even there. Mm-hmm. Not even that. It ruined a lot of things in my life that God is restoring now. But at this same time, I'm glad I didn't tell. Because while doing that time, God spoke to me.
Absolutely.
While doing that time, I got a relationship with Jesus Christ. While doing that time, I found out who I truly was. By doing that time, I have goals, a future, and hope. So once I didn't tell and did my time, I tell you, I was fighting, broke a female's leg, and it wasn't a purpose of, oh, I'm a herder. It was a purpose of, don't touch me. You touch me, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm just trying to do my time, and I just want to go home. But it was the Lord working. It wasn't just the enemy. It was the Lord working, trying to humble me, trying to show me, hey man, that's you. You say you love me. You say I'm here for you. Why ain't you showing it? Why ain't you doing it in your walk? Okay, you want to be so proudful? You want to not be humble? I'm going to humble you. You're not going to like it at first, but you're going to love it at the end. And I love it. I love my humble moment. I love my humiliation moment. I love it. It was the best time of my life. Because when somebody else goes through it, I could tell them, hey, man, brother, I was in the same position. Mm-hmm. Let's love it together then. But after going to prison, in prison, I
How long were you in prison for?
Since 2000 and I would say 2018, because I was only out for a month, caught the charge, and
right back
out,
in. Yeah.
Got out April 14th of this year.
7 years.
Yeah. So I would say yeah, it was the best time of my life. I would say once I was in prison, I'll tell you, I didn't know how respected I was. By the gangs. Mm-hmm. Not just by my gang, by the gangs. I didn't know how respected I was. I didn't know that the love I was giving them was meaning something to them. That one day I gave my life, at this moment I gave my life, it was 2023 in May. I went to a facility named Norton. And when I was sitting there, I was clean for 7 months and the devil tempted me. But I don't think it was really the devil. I think it was God trying to really speak to me. Because at that time, I gave my life to him. I was addicted to K2. I smoked a little K2. I lay in my bed. And I'm looking at my daughter's picture and I'm like, man, I miss you girls. I haven't even seen my second daughter yet.
Mm-hmm.
She was just pregnant when I got locked up. So I'm like, man, I miss you, baby girl. Can't wait to come home to show you I'm gonna give you an amazing life. You won't ever go through what I went through. And here comes I hear this voice. There you go. I'm like, there you go. I look down under my bunk and I see my roommate and I'm like, there you go. What's up? He's like, what's up? I'm watching TV, bro. I'm like, oh, okay. So I lay back down and I'm looking at my daughter's picture again, and next moment I hear it again, what you always wanted. I said, what? Man, this dude ain't talking to me. I know this dude ain't talking to me. Dude watching TV. I'm like, wait, what? What I always wanted. And I'm looking at my daughter's picture while I'm saying it, what I always wanted. I wanted my own fan. Hold on. And I get the chills right now. I'm like, God, did you give me my own family? I didn't hear him no more. And he was waiting for my response. So I was like, Lord, you're real. God, you're real. I jumped off my bed. My high went away like that. I wasn't high no more. I jumped down. I was like, hey, I got to use this bathroom. So he steps out, closed the door, and I start crying on my knees. Like, Lord, you're real. God, you're real. I came out the room. I told some of the homies, I was like, I'm not from Bloods no more.
Mm-hmm.
I am not from Bloods no more. God is real. And they looked at me like, this goofy boy. Like, dude had to tap
hit
in.
his head on something.
Yeah, he said he had to tap in again. I was like, hey, bro, I'm done. He was like, bro, you just less than an hour ago over here listening to Kevin Gates and all that dancing in the pod. Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, bro, what's wrong with me is nothing. I believe in God now. He's like, man, you'll be back around. So I went back to my room trying to figure it out. Like, now, what do I do? I was like, where a Bible at? So I started reading my Bible. And I tell you, my life was like going like this.
Mm-hmm.
And that day that I said, you're real, it went boom. Everything hit rock bottom. I still got the messages on my tablet to this day. Me going off saying, I'm done with life. I'm done with my medication. I'm done with everybody. I don't understand nothing. And that same day I gave my life to Christ. Everything, boom, hit rock bottom. And everybody started persecuting me. I didn't understand it. They didn't understand why the police was going after me. Inmates were going after me. And I'll tell you, I was loved. Where one of the officers sexually harassed me. And he said, he called me to his office. And I'm like, I thought I was in trouble. I was like, man, I did just go off on that officer over there, man. And this is as a Christian. You know, I wasn't understanding nothing. So I was like, I went in there. I was like, hey, you call me? He's like, yeah, Cruz-Sanchez. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, come on in here. I sit down. He's like, so I've been watching you go to the nurses and mental health and walking around here. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what'd you go to the nurses for? I was like, man, my throat. I got punched in my throat like 2.5, 3 years ago. Beginning of my sentence, one of the homies were testing me and he punched me in my throat, you know, and it's been still hurting. He's like, okay, why you go to mental health? I was like, man, if you had my type of brain, you would know. You would know what's going in my head. And he's like, okay, it's because when I see you walking around here, I see you with a heart on. I said, excuse me? I said, you said what? He said, a heart on. I said, what do you mean by a heart on? He's like, your thing down there, hard. I said,
You know what, bro?
I said, excuse me? I said, okay, let me put this to play. I've been here for 28 days now. I've been to the nurse maybe 5 times. I've been to mental health much more times than that. So that means you've seen every time? He's like, every time I see you walking around here, you have a heart on. I was like, so you saying one time I went to the nurse, that same day I went to mental health too, so that's 2 times. Man,
Yeah, he's trying to calculate it.
I was like, hold on. So every time you see me, you haven't even reported this? Who are you? And he tells me his name. And I was like, okay. I have no reason to speak to you right now, sir. I got up and I was like, it's best for you to leave me alone right now. I'm telling you, it's best for you to leave me alone because you're saying you haven't reported this to your captains. That I go into these females' offices and I'm coming out with a heart on.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the chow hall and I leave the chow hall with a heart on. I leave my pod with a heart on. Something's wrong with you. So I left and I went to the officer and I tried to report it. They didn't do nothing about it. A week later, they still didn't do nothing about it. So I flipped out. In the chow hall, I flipped out. When I seen them, I was like, I came out. They put me in the hole. They went in my room, destroyed everything. I do art. And I was doing this big old portrait of me and these females, all tatted up. And it looked like me. So he grabs and he's like, so what's this drawing about? I was like,
It's me, bro.
what's the who that look like?
Yeah.
Okay, what's all these 15s on there? I was like, it's a portrait. So I hope it has the 15. They don't got no other number. If that's what it says on my face, if that's what it says on my neck, if that's what it says, I hope it's a portrait. So he was like, well, we're going to have to take and see what EI says. I was like, let me just send it out to have less problems. Is that fine? And he's like, nope. So I was like, I start kind of like asking the same question in different ways to see what's their motive.
Yeah.
By the time I walk out, he sees I didn't flip out. I started walking away. I was like, let me just send it out, please. He was like, turn around, cuff up. And I was like, all right, here. I'm not like before. You guys see my background. You think I'm not going to cuff up. I'm going to start fighting like I do every other time. And I cuff up, go to the hole. I come out the hole like less than a week later. And I'm in the chow hall and I tell the police, I see this dude. And I was like, hey, excuse me, you still be watching me around here? He's like, yeah. I was like, wait, what? So I seen the captain, went up to the captain. I was like, hey, man, this dude keeps saying that he keep watching me around here looking at my pee-pee.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, report it. I was like, what am I doing? I'm talking to a whole captain.
Yeah, I'm reporting it to you, bro.
So I was like, okay. So I got on the phone and called the PRIA line, made a PRIA. So here comes, this is how the enemy works. So once I put the PRIA, they took the report. And once I go into, they put me in the hole because I flip out bad. I couldn't take it no more. I was like, you guys don't want to do nothing about the PRIA. I flip out. So they put me in the hole. I'm in there. I'm talking about the police in there like, man, I don't even understand why they tripping on you. Very good dude. You nice. Man, I'm cleaning. I'm like, hey, man, you can pop my door and I'll clean all this. I don't even care. Like, I just want to do something. And here comes the unit team. Walks by and he's like, hey, what facility you want to go to? I was like, send me to Ellsworth. I said, I don't want to go back to El Dorado. Like, I'm just gonna be hard-headed up there again. Yeah. I'm not trying to be back in that lane. I'm trying to really be changed. I said, and then I was like, hold on. Don't send me to Hutch. I was like, don't send me to Hutch because I'm a blood. I'm blood. You know, I'm trying to use that as an excuse to not go there because how bad I hear it is. The police, the rooms are so small. I'm talking about hand to hand, you could touch the wall.
Dang.
Bugs crawling everywhere, stink, mold. So I was like, you know what? Let me use this as an excuse to not go there. But that was my humbling stage. That was taking my pride away at that moment. They send me to Hutch. I get on the bus and I was like, where am I headed? He's like, Hutch. I was like, I can't even go to Hutch because of my affiliation. But here comes I go to Hutch. I did not know how respected I was. I go there and all gangs are telling me, head guys telling me, don't worry about it. None of these guys gonna touch you. I was like, okay, I ain't afraid. I'm out here. They're like, and I know I can't walk that yard.
Yeah.
I can't walk that yard at all. Me or none of my homies.
Dang.
So every day I'm hearing, hey homie, you good? You need something? Here's the bag. And I'm a Christian. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm still getting high, still trying to figure it out. Trying to take my addiction away. And here comes, people are giving me their cell phones. People are giving me real alcohol, real liquor to my room. Big
in
bag.
a joint.
And I didn't know how respected I was. People are trying to fight for me. Like, hey, don't worry about that. I got that. I'm like, bro, I'm not. I'm out here trying. I'm really a changed man. I'm trying to be. Then one day I almost lost my life. I get out the hall. It's my daughter's birthday, and the police. I asked the police, hey man, I just got out segregation. Can I send my daughter an email or get on the phone? It would be cool if you let me do both. Because in case they don't answer the phone, at least I have tried. And then I could still send an email, because if you tell me only phone, I'm going to respect that.
Yeah, for sure.
So in the past, I would have been like, forget what you're talking about. I'm not asking no questions. I'm not going to ask you if I get on the phone. I'm get on the phone. I'm going to get on this tablet. And if you got a problem, let's get active.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be changed. So I'm like, hey, but he gives me permission. I get on the phone, nobody answer. I get on the tablet, and I'm sending this email, and this officer just walks by, and he's like, Cruz-Sanchez, get off that tablet. I'm like, hey, I got permission by Officer Rogers. Can you go ask him? And right when I'm finishing, he said, I told you, get off now. And I'm like, oh, man, I don't do well with people yelling.
Yeah,
But you know what? Boom, I press send. I get up, and I was like, hey, bro, all you had to do was just ask the other officer, and you go on your day, and I go on my day. You know, he's like, turn around and cuff up. I'm like, for what? He's like, turn around and cuff up. I said, for what? Because I can. I said, oh, because you can? You know, I can do a lot of things, too. That I'm not going to cuff up until you get a captain up here. For what? So I could show him what's
going on right
what
now.
you think you could use your authority for.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? I ain't cuffing up. Call the officer. I'm gonna do what the officer told me to do. Phone, tablet, go shower. So I'm gonna go get my shower stuff. I'm gonna go shower. You guys want to meet me in the shower? I'll be in there booty butt naked. If not, find me in my room, because I'm following orders. I start walking away. He pressed button. They start running to me. I'm on upstairs. I take off my glasses. Boom. I turn around. It's like, I put my hands up. Like, hey, look. All I wanted to do is talk to a. Started spraying at me.
Man.
I wiped it. I said, oh, y'all messed up. Y'all messed up. And anybody that watches this video and hears this, that knows me and been there, they'll tell you that this is all facts. I was like, y'all messed up. They said, turn around, cuff up. And I look at them with mace in my eyes and everything, and it burns. And I'm just looking at them like, all I wanted to do was just tell you what this officer's doing to me. That's it. Every day I get persecuted by you guys. He said, shut up. And I was like, oh, shut up. Shut up. All right, come cuff me up then. So when they grabbed me, I grabbed on the bars, and I still got the marks on my back. And this was a year and something ago. Maybe two, actually like a year and 10 months ago. And I got tased like 80-something times. I got sprayed with like 4 different cans. I got punched, kicked like a man by women, men, like kicking in doors.
Mm-hmm.
You kick in the door to go rob somebody, that's the way they were kicking me. It got to a point where I let go. I let them drop me. And I said, now we're going to do this little... I was a wrestler. So I was like, we're going to do this little grapple game. Now I'm going to show y'all that you guys ain't messing with me. And there's like 30, 40 officers just on me. And they still not messing with me. And here comes, people are screaming like, hey, give up. They will kill you. They will kill you. And I'm not caring. I'm still hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm still hurt from my past. Mm-hmm. I still haven't let it go. I still haven't forgave people. I still haven't asked the Father to help me.
Yeah.
All I did was accept them. So here comes, it gets to a point where they're beating me bad, where the officer's saying, yeah, we're going to kill you. We're going to kill you. You think you tough? We're going to kill you. And they punch me straight in my face. I'm going to have lumps, where it gets to a point where I give up. I was like, I'm losing my breath. I got asthma. I'm like, I can't breathe no more. I'm seeing stars. I'm like, oh yeah, they definitely is gonna kill me. I'm hearing people down the run. You guys kill my homie, and these are not from my set. These are from other gangs. You're like, you kill my homie, we're gonna kill you, and we're gonna find out where your family live. And I'm like, nah, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. I don't want y'all to hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even thinking about myself still.
Yeah.
Like, don't hurt them, man. Here, cuff me up. Boom, they cuffed me up. And I'm telling them, hey, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I have asthma. They don't care. They push me down the stairs, boom, 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 take me to just segregation. And instead of, I'm compliant now. I gave you guys my hands, but they so mad that it took them 20, 30 minutes to even for me to even give them my hands.
Correct.
They so mad that when they get to the segregation, my head's down towards the ground. They pick me up and they slam me as hard as they can on my head. Boom. I see every planet, every star. Every star started talking to me. I seen peeked into the galaxy, and they cut my clothes, boxers and everything in front of everybody. And they started drowning me under the water, where I don't know. I would say that the Lord gave me the strength to push them off me. I bounced off the wall, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm done off that water." So they take me and they walk me in front of everybody, booty butt naked, into a cell that 2 doors, no water, no light, no nothing. They throw me in there, they put me down, and they knee on my neck, and I'm like, "Hey man, I really feel like I'm about to die right now. Like, I gave up. I'm sorry. You guys should have asked what was the situation, and look what it led to." And I was like, "Y'all," and they kept putting their hand. If I did not say these words, they would have probably killed me. I said, "Y'all know that you guys gonna kill a father. Y'all gonna take a great dad from these 2 little girls. You know that there's justice in this world. Did you know that God just?" Oh man, I'm like, man, God is not just gonna punish you here. That day that you go to him, he's gonna ask you, what was the reason you did that? What are you gonna tell him? And I'm barely able to speak these words, and that's when he takes his a knee off my neck, and then they start walking back, and they're like, "Get up and bring it." I can't even get up. I'm like, I can't move.
Yeah.
Like, I can't move. So they finally pick me up and they bring me to the door. They take my cuffs off. I was like, "I need the nurse." They laughed at me, shut the door. And I'm there, and all I could hear is the people beside me that's in segregation banging on the walls. "Are you okay? Are you okay? What happened? What happened?" And I'm trying to speak to them, but I can't because my throat was already messed up.
Yeah.
To this day, if somebody squeezes my throat a little bit, it'll swell up where I barely could speak. And I'm trying to speak, so I find a little hole on the bottom of the door. So he tells me to go down there, and I start speaking to him. And he's like, what would you like me to do?" I was like, "Can you find somebody to call my family
Yeah.
and tell my daughter I love her? To just tell my daughter I love her." And he's like, "What's going on? Are you bleeding?" I was like, "Man, it's bad over here. Just, I don't even care no more. Just tell my daughter I love her." And in my head, I'm like, "Man, if I die right now, I'm going to heaven, man. I'm going to see Jesus. Hey, just tell my daughter I love her, and I'll see her soon." And he's like, "Let me just send you a piece of paper. You're going to be all right. Let me send you a piece of paper and pencil." So I write it all down. And if you look at the letters, it's bad because I barely could move.
Yeah.
So I give him the letter. I was like, "Please send it out in your name. Don't send it out in my name." Because they going to rip it up. They going to try to read it. So I sent it out, and I'm talking about the whole prison had to like flip out for them to even give me medical attention, because they didn't even care. If I didn't get no medical attention and have somebody to talk to release the anxiety and all that stress that I was having already, that probably could have caused me to fully die afterwards, because I was so beaten, and then all the stress in my brain and stuff. So here comes after I get seen, from that moment on, I didn't know that following Jesus Christ, there will be persecution.
Absolutely. 100%.
There will be. And here comes, from that day on, the police every day, they would make the remark of, "We gonna kill you. You think you tough?" Police knocking on my door like, "Are you tough, huh? Why don't you make a code and let me get in there?" I It's like, bro, all you gotta do is pop this door and come up in here, bro.
Yeah.
Don't do all that extra stuff. Bring the other team. What, you need a team? You seen what I did with the whole team. Like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Just me and you, just wrestling. And these are big old dudes.
Yeah.
And so it got to a point where they tried to kill me another time. Where I was on the yard and there was this dude that was high on wet. And they say, everybody go inside. Well, they said 10 at a time. So I'm like, let me finish my workout right here in this corner while they doing all this talking. Boom, I finished my little burpees. And they tell me, hey, time to come inside, 10 at a time. So I was like, boom. I'm the first one to go. They pull up the gun like, get back, get back, get back. So I was like, oh, in my head, I'm like, hold up. They already said they're trying to kill me. Let me get back. Hold on.
Yeah, absolutely.
This might be the time that they might use. Well, it was the time that they're trying to use, because exactly 2 days later, the dude that trains these officers came by my cell and he tells me, hey, let me talk to you real quick, Cruz. I said, what's up, brother? What's up, man? And he's like, you need to slow down. I'm like, slow down? What you talking about? He's like, just listen. Just slow down. They gave me the green light. I said, green light? He said, green light to put you down. I said, wait, what? Put me down?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and he's one of the officers that was out there with the gun. And I'm like, what do you mean put me down? Like, where I come from, put you down to 6 feet under, plus another 6, plus another 6. And he's like, well, what do you think? I said, hey, excuse me, sir, can you move away from my door? Move away from my door. I don't even want to see you, hear you, nothing like that. Move away from my door. So I was like, but why? But why are they trying so hard to kill me when I have done nothing? So I was like, you know what? Maybe this dude just talking out of his neck. But at the same time, all these other people are saying it before him.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, maybe he's just talking out my neck to scare me or something. So boom, that same day, I'm supposed to be all in yellow. Well, I have a pair of jeans and the regular gray shirt when I ain't supposed to. But I had permission by the other officer. Here comes when I come back, I get in trouble. The dude cuffs me up, while going down the stairs, he's like, yeah, that's why it's soon. We gonna kill you. And I was like, wait, what? When I went like that, he grabs me and chucks me down from the top of the metal stairs all the way down. When I make it all the way down to the floor, I'm like, hey man, I can't feel my legs. And I was lying. But I was like, I can't feel my legs. What do? They get out the bottom of my lower back and start putting pressure on there and saying, hey, quit resisting. I'm like, hey man, I'm in cuffs. How am I resisting?
Yeah.
He's like, quit resisting. So they start beating on me a little bit. And here comes, they start saying that I try to put my hands on him. I was like, how did I put my hands on him if my hands are behind my back in cuffs? So it just started getting worse and worse and worse. And then one day I couldn't take it no more, where I told the officer came out and he was like, he walks by and he's like, oh, look who it is. And I was like, hey, and I was so respectful about it too. I was like, hey, how you doing, man? You doing all right? I don't even know this dude. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You doing all right? He's like, shut up, bitch. I was like,
dang, they have something out for you. Yeah.
I was like, damn. I was like, excuse me? Why are you talking to me like that? You don't even know me. I don't even know you. And he's like, you know what you can do? I was like, do what? He's like, go ahead and call that code. We'll go in there and we can handle it. I was like, hey man, you want to handle something? And I'm already so exhausted. Don't know what to do. Again, in that position of, I'm at that crossroad.
Mm-hmm.
When Jesus is like, hey, I'm right here in front of you. Just keep walking straight. Keep your eye on me. But I didn't understand nothing of the Bible. So I'm at that crossroad. And I was like, what do I do? So I was like, you know what? Pop this door. Come in here. We're going to take off your badge. Take off your microphone. We're going to fight. You beat me up. You beat me up. I beat you up. I beat you up. Simple like that. You walk. I stay in my cell. Simple like that. And here comes, it got to a point where he started walking off. And then he's like, and these ain't my charges. He comes out and he screams it in front of everybody. Yay, if you guys knew, Cruz-Sanchez is charged with child child rape and stuff,
Mm.
child sodomy, all types of stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, because they don't play that in prison, bro.
so I
For
saw,
sure.
so I was like, I was one of them that didn't play it. I used
Yeah.
to, and I'll be honest about it. I used to, with one of my homies, only feed this dude vegetables. I'll take all his food except vegetables, and I'm wrong for that. But you know, I was like, wait, what? So I started kind of flipping out because people now are going with him. These
Yeah.
inmates are going with him. Oh, wait, what? You been around us and this whole time we over here, this and that. Wait, what? Then some of the other people that know me, they're like, yeah, he's not in prison for that. I can have my wife send it to my tablet and I'll show you what he in prison. He's in prison for not telling. Y'all better understand who you guys talking to like that. Like, yeah, he's trying to change and he's been walking this yard as a changed man. But y'all better understand that quick of a second, it could be
Yeah.
totally different. So the officer keeps going. So it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I didn't know what to do no more. I start flipping out. I'm punching these bars like it's his face, and it's not. And to this day, I still haven't broken my hands. And I'm punching these bars like they're his face, and I'm like, get over here. Come over here. When he comes, I start punching the bars like boom, boom, boom. Like, yeah, wait until that's your face. And yeah, it didn't do nothing to me. And so it got to a point where mental health starts walking down. And it's 8 o'clock at night. Mental health is gone hours, 4 or 5 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes, and it's all God. It was all God. She comes down, and she walks by like, who's tripping? And, oh, whoa, why is you tripping? Like, hey, you guys move around. I'm going to talk to him. So I start crying to her like, man, I can't take this no more. You know, I don't know what's going on. I gave my life to God, and everything just going to pieces. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And it got to a point where she's like, let me pull you out. So she pulls me out, takes me to the nurse's office, and I tell her everything, what the officer was doing, what's been going on in this facility. And I'm like, she's like, well, somebody else is kind of going through the same thing, and nobody believes him. So I was like, man, I wish we could expose these people. Like, this facility, Hutch Correctional Facility, is evil. And it got to a point where God spoke that day. He was like, just relax, just go back to your room and sleep. In the morning, remember what I'm saying, in the morning, I will come and see you. Right when I get to work, I will come to see you. You'll be the first thing I do. When that gate opens, I'll come in here and I'll check up on you, okay? And I'm crying. I'm like, man, I promise you, I'm just going to go in there. I'm not going to flip out. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to go in there and go to sleep. Well, I go to sleep. In the morning, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning now. She don't get to work until 6 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning, the police knocks on my door, and I'm like, the sun's not up, so, man, this is some bull crap. I'm like, here they go again. So I ignore them. They knock on my door again. I'm like, I look, and he's like, how many boxes you need? I'm like, boxes? Oh, I'm leaving? And they're like, yeah, you're going back to El Dorado, to Supermax. I'm like, oh, bet. Just give me one. I'll make everything fit in there. So I put everything in there, but when I'm on the bus, I start going back, and I'm like, huh, that was you, God. You said in the morning you'll come see me.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. I'm going to somewhere better. From that moment on, it started getting better. I started getting discipled. I started actually feeling the love of God. I started actually understanding what everything was really about. And from that moment on, it was Hutch was, so Norton was the point of surrender. Hutch was the point of hitting rock bottom, getting humiliated, getting humbled. And then El Dorado Supermax was the moment of climbing, understanding that there's rocks in front of you. And who do I call upon? The name of the Lord, and he'll give you the strength to move that rock, to take that temptation out of your life. So I started climbing, started moving, started going up to a position where the officers, and this is the honest truth, I wish I had the letter so I could show it to you. The officers was like, we're going to give you opportunity. I haven't had a job in prison except one time. I started robbing the kitchen.
Absolutely.
I didn't have no family to send me money like that. My mama would send me here and there. I wanted to talk to my daughter every day.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a relationship with her. That's all I cared about. I didn't care about myself. So I started like, okay. So I started paying attention to the kitchen. I said, this what I know. So I'm going to go to what I know. So I started robbing the kitchen and bringing food back and selling it for phone
Yeah.
time and all that. So it got to a point where the officers, and this is what, out of the 6-year bid at that time, 2 years, so it'd be 8 months later after I made it to El Dorado, they were like, you know what, let's give this dude a job. Every time they pop my bean hole to give my tray, it would take them like 2 to 3 minutes to give me my food.
Dang.
Why? Because I had to make sure they were okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had to see how their day was. I had to give them a little bit of God. I got to give them a little bit of God's love. And then get my cup, still speak to them while I'm rinsing it out, trying to just show them that I'm just changed, what God is doing, you know.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where they're like, man, this dude keeps us at this beanhole every time. Let's just give him an opportunity out here. Well, when I started coming out, people actually started seeking God. People started seeking God. I moved in with my best friend, and to this day, he's still my best friend. And to a lot of other people, y'all would be like, yeah, that would not be my best friend no more.
Yeah.
How would I hurt him? Well, I was in the cell with him, and one day he punches me in my face, and we're both Christians at this time. He's struggling. I'm finally getting out of the pain struggle.
Mm-hmm.
He's still in that pain struggle at that time, and here comes he punches me. I just take it, just look at him. I love you, brother, man. In my head, all I can say is I love you, brother. I know what you're going through. I was just going through it not that long ago, man. I know what you're going through. So it got to a point where he was doing it repeatedly, and I'm still loving him, still being there, busted lip, busted nose sometimes, and still loving him, still giving hugs, still worshiping with him, still getting on our knees and praying, still showing him like, man, we in this for life. To this day, he calls me. I just got off the phone with him last night praying with him, you know. It got to a point where God started using me. He started using me for those people that were in my, or is in the struggle that I used to be in.
Yeah.
So it got to a point where I'm blessing people, showing people like God could change your life too, and just instead of doing a lot of talking, just doing a lot of walking.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where people started testing my faith, spitting in my face at me. Hey, God bless you, brother. I know you hurting. What's going on? Talk to me. Spit in my face that right after I was done talking, saying that sentence to, hey, brother, I got some food down here. I know you hungry. Got him some food, slid it under his door. I was like, brother, I love you. What's going on? We get away from me. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm keeping this food. God bless you, brother. To the point where a week later he called me to his door. Hey, brother, I'm sorry. I'm in my daily bread. I'm reading my Bible now. Man, thank you. I'm like, no, don't thank me. Thank the Lord, man. He's the one that did that for you. To people hey, man, I'm about to be in the program that you in. Just be ready, because I got this knife for you. You see this? Yeah, I'm killing you. He got a life sentence. I'm about to kill you. You think this and this and that? And I'm like, wait, what? You think all this Jesus thing that you're doing? Da, da, da? Exactly 2-3 weeks later, he calls me to his door. And I'm like, hey, what's up, brother? Like, that situation never even happened. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? You doing good? Hey, man, what's going on, brother? Talk to me. And I get the chills. Because God is real, man. God changes people's hearts.
Absolutely.
He said, I really don't know how to pray. You pray with me? Wait, yeah, I'll pray with you, brother. What's going on? What you need some prayer for, man? My heifer died. My pops died, man. And my family going through it, man. You pray for my family, man? I'm like, let's pray. Let's get it. From that moment on. And then once I got done, I was like, you hungry? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm hungry, man. I got you, brother. I was like, it might be a second. Just keep your door unblocked at the bottom so I can slide it from a far distance, because I'm out here really trying to help people. Where one day the officer, I see this officer, and he's stressed, and I'm like, hey, brother, what's going on? And I just been up all night. It's lunchtime. We're in segregation. I'm in a program where we come out for lunch and dinner, and then I come out all night, just me and this other dude. And I'm like, what's wrong, brother? He's like, man, nothing. I was like, you know, you talk to me, brother. He's like, by policy, we can't. I was like, well, is it part of your job? What's going on? He's like, man, that room. I was like, what room? I looked back and I was like, hey, where'd my buddy go? That was on suicide watch. He has a mind of a 2-year-old.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, where my buddy at? And I'm supposed to bring him some coffee right now. He's down. He's down. He's all the way down there. And I was like, oh, okay. Hey, it's cool if I go up there. I'm taking a cup of soups and a nice size of coffee. He's like, yeah, I didn't see nothing. I was like, all right. So I go, boom, boom. And I remember when I was doing it, that room, he was tripping. The inmate was tripping because there was poop and pee everywhere. That he peed and pooped on himself and it went everywhere. So I was like, boom. And I was like, oh, I see why the officer's tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, God, for giving me the revelation of why he's feeling like this. So I went over there. I was like, hey, they didn't tell him, hey, you're tripping because of it. I said, hey, brother, you open this mop closet. I got to clean that room up there. He's like, oh, no, I'm about to do that. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. I work at night as a cleaning in here. I'm going to clean that. He's like, no, you're off your shift. I was like, brother, I don't care about none of that. I'm going in there and cleaning it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got the cleaning supplies over that door, I said, oh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. You should have cleaned this. But I was like, man, I gotta give that love. I gotta give that love of Christ right now so he could see it ain't me.
Yeah.
It's God.
Yeah.
So I clean it. It takes me, man, I feel like puking 4 or 5 times. I'm like, man, bad, big old logs of poop, squishy that I'm putting in bags. And I'm like, man. And so it got to a point where once I got done, I'm tired. I've been up all night cleaning. And here comes, I see him, somebody had an episode. And I see him packing this dude's stuff. And I see him struggling with a box. I boom, ran down the stairs, ran across David, ran up. Hey, let me take this for you, brother. I got you. And when I was going down the stairs with a heavy box, he's like, hey, Cruz. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'm going to write a letter about you. I said, about me? He's like, yeah, I'm going to try to get you home early. I said, for real? He's like, yeah. So I was like, boom, I take it down. Takes him a week to do it. And he tells me, hey, man, I usually, when I do reports and all that, I use AI, but I use my heart in this. So I was like, boom. I started reading it. And everything on there, I was like, this ain't me. I said, this is not me. I was like, this is all God. This is not me. God created me like this. He molded me to be this. I was like, I was never this. I was all about hate, hurting, destroying. Let's see what I can get out of a female. Let's see what I can get out of somebody. I need something out of them. And I was like, man. So I went up to him. I was like, you really see this in me? He's like, yup. I hope that gets you home early. I never used it. But I kept it. And
You still have it?
Yup.
Wow.
I still have it. And I started having the other officers. I was like, hey, if this represents my code of conduct, my conduct in your guys' vision, if this is me, can you please sign it? So they started reading and they're like, yeah. Except one guy that hated me. And I did so much for him. Mm-hmm. I said, hey, brother, can you read this and tell me if you can sign it if it fits me? And he's like, yeah, I got you. So he reads it and he's like, hands it back. When he hands it back, I was like, and he's like, oh, I know who wrote that. And I was like, and this is how I knew it was an AI. Because when he said, I know who wrote that, and I was like, who? And when he said his name, I was like, oh, so he did write it from his heart. This is how he speaks. So here it comes. After I got that first letter, I started going through it with my kids where I almost died. I had depression so bad I went a week and a half without eating. I'd munch on something small, but it wasn't where they have to put a tube in me. But they they would tell me like, at least you put something in your mouth, at least. And it got so bad where I couldn't move. I was bent like an old man. I Once that door popped open for me to work, my back would straighten up, and I had the most strength, the most energy, ready to go, loving everybody, like brother, boom, boom, talking to people giving me kites of, I see Jesus in you. Thank you. Hey, thank you for everything you do. There was this letter before I got out. I never read it until 3 days before I got out. I was depressed. I didn't know which way to go. Go get discipled in a disciple home, or go to my kids. Go back to Wichita and go to my kids. Disciple homes 2 hours and 10 minutes away from Wichita in Topeka. So I was like, which way do I go? Which way? So I was like, God, I want to see my kids. It's been 6 years. I haven't even met my daughter, my second daughter. But please, you just let me do that. I told you I'll never leave you through the storms, thunderstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes. I'ma still worship you. And he said, what do you want? And at that moment, I was like, man, I want what you want. Is your will be done. Your way. Not your way. Your will be done. My way. No. So I was like, I'll go get discipled. I'll go get discipled in Topeka, and I'll leave my kids behind for you. So that same day I said that, the police officer said, hey, you need to here's this box, start packing your stuff. She told me, hey, go pack your stuff. You go home in a couple of days. I started packing my stuff. I started throwing papers away, and I'm so down. Like, I ain't going to see my kids. My PO saying I can't go to Wichita no time soon. I'm like, my daughter's birthday's in like a week and a half. I'll be at her first birthday. I'm like, nah, now I can't. So I'm throwing these papers away. And I grabbed this paper and I opened it up and I seen some writing on it. I was like, what is this? And I started reading. It said, thank you, Juan. I see God in you. Thank you for being my friend and my family. I know for a fact that Jesus is right next to the Father on his throne, smiling every time you take a next step. I was like, thank you, thank you, God. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, I will go to that disciple home. And I was like, I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. I will see my kids because you will make the way. Came out that room. People are like, so what are you going to do? Going to disciple? Because I'll talk to brothers.
Yeah, absolutely.
To see to have their understanding. They're like,
Right.
and they're like, so what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm going to get discipled. They're like, what about your kids? I'm like, my kids can wait. They can wait. They're here. But if I don't figure it out with God first, my relationship with him 100%, and really see what's my mission, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna crash out.
For sure.
I need my boat to be patched. I need my boat to be patched. If I go put my boat back in the sea,
You're done.
I'm done for.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where I got out and I trusted him. Trusted him. That my first day I met my daughter for the first time. My
How old
5-year-old.
was she when you met her?
5.
Wow.
She just got pregnant right when I got locked up. The next day I was going to the sonogram. And that same night, got locked up.
Dang.
So here comes that first day I see my daughter, and I'm still trusting. And can't have no phone there for 30 days. 2 days later, the director there is like, man, you're different. I see it. You're not like these other guys that come out the joint and ready to go. You're different. You have a goal in life. You have something in you that these others don't. And I was like, man, I'm not trying to like make it seem like I'm just the greatest. I have Jesus in me. I have that ghost in me, that Holy Ghost in me, man. And I'm not saying they don't, but until they fully surrender, people are going to see the light.
For sure.
You don't even got to speak it.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, people come around me and they say, I see Jesus in you, and they don't even know me. To this day. And I trusted God so much at that moment that I seen my daughter for her birthday. And my PO said I couldn't.
Yeah.
But my PO don't have the last words. I don't have the last words. God has the last words.
Come on, man. 100%.
He's the one that's going to be, man, it's just, so from that moment on, I started trusting in God from prison. And now I'm out here, and I tell you what he's doing now. I work for every Saturday for the kids. If you're in Wichita, you guys are welcome. We're at Osage, no, it's Watson Park. Yeah, Watson Park.
OJ Watson Park?
Yeah. Station 1 every Saturday.
What time?
From 5:30 to 7:30, and I tell you, free games, free food. They are learning. Soon we're gonna have some firefighters and police officers. God gave me the vision, because I came from the streets, came from brokenness, don't mean them guys didn't.
Yeah.
Those guys over there, they are seeing things every single day, 5-10 times a day. And they came from that brokenness. So I'm bringing the idea. I feel like God brought it to me to bring people that are successful in life, that came from their struggles, from the kids' struggles. Now I'm about to apply that they told me to apply for violent prevention for the kids that are like gangbanging and stuff like that. I have a ministry now that it's God's ministry. I just run it. He just tells me what to do, and I just do it. I did the Honduras book bags for the kids out there for school supplies, and I did it with the Church Evidence Church. I did it with them and got the understanding how to do it. Now I'm doing the Africa. In Africa, the kids out there, they're starving. I video chat them every day, almost every day, and it's just heartbreaking. And I'd say that God's using me to. He's seen the way I convinced these people to buy these drugs.
Yeah.
That were the same drugs that they were getting high 2 minutes ago, and I convinced them to believe that it was actually new, it was different, it was better. God turned that around and used that skill to do His will.
Absolutely.
And now I just tell people the full truth now and tell them this is what I do. I do it not for my glory, not to bring glory to the ministry. I do it to bring glory to the kingdom above, to God, to Jesus. And it's just, now I do that, and then I just opened up. I took the leap of faith, like Daniel, or not David. My apologies, like David. He took that leap of faith to going towards that giant and defeating the giant with a pebble, with no armor, just the armor of God, the way that God told him to do it. So God told me to do the restaurant in this way. So there's a reason why He told me to do it this way. I took that leap of faith of believing that He has me in His hands, protected, even though there's a storm around there, even though there's tornadoes trying to take me with them. And I stay strong, and I still believe that He has something greater than just this little small delivery restaurant. This might be the beginning of what I truly want to do, is having a safe place for kids, that the broken kids that could come, they can, if they don't have nowhere to stay, they feel broken at home, that I am willing to open a place to mostly love on them. They could get the stuff that they needed at home. Hopefully, I could stay strong, because I am in a position of a thunderstorm right now with my kids, where the devil's trying hard, and all I can see is God. All I can see the vision of God, 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 God. Hey, stay looking in my eyes, look in me, and it's strong. It's hard. It's hard sometimes, but yeah.
Bro, that story is incredible, bro. Man. So let me ask you this before my camera battery dies. First of all, man, thank you for coming through. That's a lot to share and a lot to go through. Because you just shared the story, but you had to relive it in order to tell it, right?
Yeah.
So that's a lot. I'm proud of your growth. I'm very excited to see what's next for you. And like I said, I'm gonna have his information down below. And if y'all wanna, contact him, if you guys need some prayer, if you guys need to reach out, this is somebody who really understands. You know what I mean? We ain't making this stuff up. You know what I mean? So if you want to, donate to what he's doing, what he's got going on, he has his hand in a lot of stuff right now, and it's all, it's all positivity. It's all, building up the community. So, bro, I'm just thinking about everything that you talked about and having to relive that all over again, bro, through your testimony. That's a lot, bro. There's a lot going on. But man, thanks for coming out, bro.
Amen.
People needed to hear that, man.
Amen. Hey, the ministry's name is Kingdom BIA Fo EGC. Stands for Believe I Am Who I Am, Forever God's Chosen's Ministry. We are on Facebook. You could actually see the proof on there. Even if you look me up, Juan Cruz-sanchez on Facebook, you'll actually see that that all this ain't fake talk. This is actually
It's real life.
real life, man.
Absolutely.
If you actually look at my history in prison, or even hear about what I've done in the past, and then see my Facebook, you'll actually see God. You'll actually see what God does to somebody that he truly loves, that he disciplines them and corrects them and then guides them.
That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. So I'm going to have all the information down below. Bro, thank you. Thank you for sliding through, man. We appreciate you. And, bro, that's another episode of Humble Talks, man. Reach out to my guy, man. He's going to hit you back. Y'all take care. Peace.